Hello, my dear friends. How are you doing? God bless you for keeping faith. Today, I recall an incident when I visited a friend in a hospital. She was about dying, a beautiful girl. And I asked the doctors, what actually happened? And they told me that she had some problems with what was inside of her. Her kidneys were no longer working, and so it couldn't expel all the toxins that were in her. I asked a further question. Was it that she ate poison? The doctor said no. She ate good food, but there was no system that could run all those things and expel them in the number of minutes and hours it needed to be. That is what comes to mind as I reflect with you today. Nobody would want to eat poison. We all go to church every day. We attend services, prayer meetings, camps, and revivals. We hear the word of God every day. But how do we practice it? How do we let it out of our system? Remember, it's not about the food you eat, but it's about how you expel it. It's the same thing with spirituality. When we are not able to expel what we take in, we hear the word of God every day. We hear about love. We hear about peace. We hear about harmony. We hear about generosity. We hear about prayer, and we don't practice it and we keep it in our system, it becomes toxic. And so I was reflecting on the Gospel of Mark, chapter 7. And when the Pharisees had come to ask Jesus, why is it that your disciples do not practice? Jesus drew their attention to this. That it is not about what goes inside of you, but what comes out. You have been hearing the word of God every day, right? You go to church every day. You attend prayer meetings every day. Some of you even read the Bible every day. But how do you bring it out? So Jesus will say, it is from the heart. It is what comes out that makes us dirty. And so if you read with me, you realize that in chapter 7 of the Gospel of Mark, Jesus says evil thoughts, unchastity, murder, adultery, all are coming out of the same people who call themselves Christians. Are you one of them? What have you been hearing and what have you been practicing? Go with me to the book of James, chapter 1. He says, don't be just listeners, do the word. You are old enough to have heard me. You have heard the word of God every day, so many times from even greater people. What have you done with it? Have you practiced it? Or it is still in your system? It kills you gradually. Then the word of God becomes toxic inside of you. If you don't practice the love that you are preached to every day, if you don't practice the peace that you are preached to every day, I can be so sure that you are carrying lots of toxins inside of you. Think about this, and together, let us practice it. You know, I'll end with Deuteronomy chapter 4. Keep the word. Keep the commandments and do it. Without it, you are lost. I learned from that friend of mine. We all eat good food. We hear words that are encouraging. Let us let our systems run it and bring it out. Let people experience you as a Christian, as somebody who has heard the word of God. Think about this, and I believe that you will grow stronger, bigger, in the Lord, and you will be a great person. God bless you, and I'll see you again another time. Shalom.